Hi, I'm Kelly with Craft Room Creations. Welcome to my craft room. I have been inspired by all of the Christmas in July stuff from HSN to Pinterest. Everyone seems to be making Christmas. So I thought today I would make some really cute coasters for Christmas using the Infusible ink, and I thought it'd be fun to make a video for. So I am bringing out my circle, and your coaster is 3.5. So if you come up here, just bring a shape out, bring a circle, go to the width and change it to 3.5. This little button is locked for you. So you're just gonna type in 3.5 and hit enter, and it's going to give you that perfect circle. I'm going to make 4 coasters, so I'm just going to duplicate this 4 times, and kind of saves you a step later because now your writing will be on top, and if you bring your writing in first, you have to move a bunch of stuff around. It's not that big of a deal, but it does kind of save you that step. There are some really cute designs for Christmas. I've been on Pinterest looking around, and I found a couple on there, and then I just found a couple on my own. But I really loved this fresh snow and hot cocoa, so we're going to add that to the mix. Something else that I really like about the Cricut is that you can add a bunch of files at once. So you can see that I clicked on that and it came down here. If I change my mind about that design, I can just hit the red X and it will go away. And they have some with some really cute holly leaves, and so that's what I'm looking for. I love this. I saw this on Pinterest, and this is actually what made me want to make all of these. This is adorable, and I absolutely love it. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Actually, my niece sent me a picture, but I think she got it off of Pinterest. So there are my 4 coasters that I'm going to create. So I'm just going to insert image, and now they're all here. I'm going to kind of move them up out of the way so I have some workspace. Now normally what I do, I know that this is 3.5, but I go ahead and make this 3.5 as well. So it's really close to the size that I need, and then I'll just bring that circle in behind it and shape it up. Not 100% sure if the marshmallows are going to work out well with this, but we're going to try it. We're going to see what it looks like. I like to make this image as big as I can get it. I think that's probably as big as it's going to get and really fit on there. Something that I have noticed when I'm making the coasters is that I can come up here to align, and I can align horizontally, but if I try to align center, it just doesn't align very well. So if you align center, generally it goes up a little too far, and I'm not sure why that is, but I like it more like this. It's just a smidgen, but I definitely think it makes a difference. After I do that, you'll see that there are multiple colors on here. The way to make it all one color so that it will cut out all of the little pieces is to just attach. And so this coaster is ready to go, and the others are going to be very similar to that. This one is going to be a little trickier because it isn't in the circle where all the rest of them kind of have a circular feel to them. This one is definitely long. So I'm going to go ahead and put it at 3.5. Just like I've done with the other one. So I know my width is 3.5. And then I'm going to unlock it. And I'm just going to make it shorter so that it will round it up a little bit. And once I have done that, I'm kind of happy with the way it looks. I've kind of made it squared up. And you can kind of check here and here, or you can just mess with it up there. I'm going to go ahead and lock it back. And shrink it to fit. But you can see that now it's a lot more rounded, and so you don't have a lot of excess space, but I really liked this saying. So again, I'm going to go up, align horizontally, and I'm just going to check this space to this space. It's pretty good. So I think that I'm just going to attach it. I think those are going to be good. So this one is ready as well. And then the other two, I'm just going to do that same exact thing with, but these are going to be a little quicker and a little easier just because they're already pretty rounded in their shapes. Wow, I had that one perfect. And attach, move it out of the way. This last one, I'm going to go ahead and do it at 3.25 because that seems to be a little closer. I won't have to do so much adjusting. Okay, so now that I have all 4 of my coasters ready to go, I'm going to make it. I want to mirror my image because I am going to be using the Infusible ink sheets. So I'm going to mirror my image, tap on continue. Make sure you already have your machine on because sometimes it doesn't like to connect if it's on Bluetooth. I'm going to choose as my favorites. If you don't know about this, this is great. You can have favorites. So these are the favorite fabrics and materials that I use. So Infusible ink transfer sheets, I already have it saved. And now my machine is ready. And something else that I love about Cricut Design Center is that it gives you this little, hey, make sure that your mirror is on and that the material is ink side up. And so it just kind of gives you some reminders, which I really like, and our mirror is on. And so now I'm ready to go to the machine, and it's gonna ask me to load the mat and press start. When I get done with that, I won't come back here for the video, but it will ask you to click finished when you're done. Okay, now I have made my way over to the Cricut. It's on and it is blinking for me to load the mat, but I have not put the materials on the mat yet. Whenever I am using any kind of vinyl or the transfer sheets, I always use the green mat. I just think it holds a little bit better. I use the blue for paper, any kind of paper crafting. So this is what your Infusible ink comes in, little, the Infusible ink sheets anyway, come just like this. I did get it from Hobby Lobby for 40% off. So I was super excited because that doesn't happen very often. But Cricut runs 30% off all the time, and a lot of times you can buy one, get one half off, you know, different things like that. So I definitely recommend buying it on sale. But if you have a heat press and you have not used the Infusible ink, I encourage you to go and try it. I love it. It came out last summer and I'm absolutely obsessed. So when you buy it, if you've never bought it before, it comes with a little sample t-shirt for you to try out. It also comes with the paper that you're gonna need for the in-between, to lay in between the product and the heat pressed. And it comes in sheets like this. And you'll see that the color in this looks really dull, but when you heat it, it's going to be very vibrant just like this. And this just reminds me of sitting by a nice cozy fire at Christmas And so that's what we're going to be using for it. In that set, it also comes with black, and we won't be using the black today, obviously. A lot of times I would cut it down, but because we are making 4 coasters, I'm just going to go ahead and lay the whole sheet on. It is more like a piece of paper than vinyl. So when it's been sitting rolled, it's a little bit bent when you get it out for the first time. I should have laid it out. But you're going to lay it on your mat just like you would your vinyl, a piece of paper, you know, all of that stuff. And you're going to do design side up. And it gives you that reminder on the Cricut as well, which is nice. I have my regular blade in the housing because that's all you'll need is just the regular blade. See if I can make this. Yep. And when it's ready, it's just going to let you know, and you can hit your Cricut button and it's going to go ahead and start cutting. Okay, once it's done, you're just going to unload the mat, and not sure if you can see that on here, but it has cut out everything beautifully. So we're going to take the paper off and weed our coasters, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have weeded our image, and so once you have all of the weeding done, I just picked one and weeded out the letters because we want the main part this time. Most of the time you're going to weed out the background. This time the only thing that you wanted was the background. The things that you're going to need, they recommend the heat press mat. You're going to need a heat press 2. The original heat press doesn't go up to 400 degrees. I think there is a setting that you can use if you have the original heat press. You're going to need butcher paper, a piece of cardstock, heat resistant tape, and then of course the coasters. You want to clean off the coaster with a dust resistant cloth. Mr. Clean's works really well. And then you're going to just line up your coaster and tape all this. I tape all the sides down. So I'm just going to tape the sides down when I feel like I have it perfect on the coaster itself. Okay, once you have it taped in place, you're going to take your heat press. You're going to put a piece of cardstock down because you don't want to mess up your heat press mat. This will keep any colors from bleeding through. I set it in the center of my mat, and then you're going to take one of the pieces of butcher paper, and you really want to avoid using butcher paper over and over again. You want it to be like a clean sheet of butcher paper because of colors bleeding as well. With the ceramic placemats, you are going to have a temperature of 400, and then you're going to let it sit on the heat press for 240 seconds. So you have your mat, cardstock, the coaster is image side down. So if you look at it, it's the images down, and then your butcher paper, and you are ready to go. And so I'm just going to take the heat press. I'm going to try to get it right on the center of the mat, and then hit the start button. And you don't have to put pressure on this. Okay, once the timer has gone off, you want to pull the heat press straight up. You want to make sure that you are not shifting or making it slide around, because you do risk ruining your coaster from the sliding of the color. I have ruined one, only one though, and I've made a lot. So I definitely recommend getting this when you can get it on sale, but I just love anything with Infusible ink. I think it is so fun that you can make your own coasters, your own bags, shirts, all of that stuff. I hope that they'll come out with some more blanks, but I will show you the end product. This is a cool peel, so we'll have to wait until that cools down just a little bit before we can take it off, because it's very hot right now. Okay, then once it has cooled down, you're just going to take the tape off for the beautiful reveal. And there you go, that bright, beautiful coaster, and water resistant. You can put Cokes on there, drinks on there. Water can drip on it, it doesn't hurt it, it's wonderful. So here is all 3 of them, or all 4 of them together. Let me see if I can't turn that off so the glare is gone. Awesome. So you have your little coasters, and we are ready for Christmas in July. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you have anything that you're wanting to see how to do with your Cricut or your silhouette, please put it in the comments, and if I'm able to, I'll make a short video to try to help you out. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Happy crafting.